Hey guys, it's Zach here, bringing you a QBD guide for any of you on a normal account or on an Ironman account that's kind of wondering what kind of stats you need to do QBD. They have buffed it for the damage, so it is more than what it was at one point. You don't necessarily have to gear the way I'm gearing. Void is going to be more of your DPS gear that you want after you have Soul Split. I'm just going down because I spent about 15 hours getting my Superior Elite Void range set, so I'd like to be able to use it down here. Hopefully we can get a kill and I don't end up dying on this guide, but we'll kind of see what happens and go from there, I guess. But I would definitely recommend having 99 defense, also bringing super defense potions at a minimum. Super anti-fires are a must. You can do QBD without super anti-fires, but on an Ironman account it's not worth it for the amount of food that you have to use and the amount of time that the kills are actually going to take you if you decide to go that route. So you certainly can get kills. I've got kills without super anti-fires, but it's not very efficient to do. I would recommend in your inventory bringing, this is 10 brews and 3 restores. I would extend this out to be 4 more restores, and I would fill my tortoise all with brews and use that as food if I wanted to stay down here for a while. Usually I do that when I get a Black Dragon Slayer task from Morvan. That's about the only time that you'll see me doing QBD, but I decided to do this guide because not everyone does it that way. Some people want to just go and camp QBD to make money or whatever else they might want to do down there. Go for a 100-hour QBD or something else like that. So how you get to QBD is you go to Port Sarim, and from there will be a little tunnel that you can go down. I believe the tunnel in this layer that you'll see me go down after I enter the cave, it takes 54 agility to go down there. It's 54 or 56, I believe. Someone can maybe leave something in the description below letting you guys know, or not description, but in a comment below letting you guys know what that agility level is. So you come in this cave, and from there you come down here, and here will be the area that requires the agility. It's right over on this side. It used to be a right click option, but now you can just left click it and you'll be able to get down and in here. And you come in here, pass through the portal, and we'll be fighting QBD. I missed cash. No. Story of my life since that mini game has come out. Just happen to be doing something else right every time it happens. So you'll start the fight. You want to use your anti-fire and your defense potion probably before every fight or every other fight. I typically can get about 2 kills per trip, or per overload, not overload, anti-fire. But as you can see, snipe is a good ability. I'll hit, oh wow, as I say that I hit for nothing with snipe. Try and filter in your anticipate and debilitate as you can too. If you don't have soul split, you want to try and avoid as much damage as you can. The other thing you want to try and do is when you're first learning QBD, try and focus on the fire, and if you see, you wait for the fire to get like 1.5 blocks ahead of you, and then you click it and you can run through it without actually taking damage from the fire. So that's definitely a good thing to try and practice doing. The more you can avoid the fire, the more damage you're going to avoid as the fight goes on. And the more successful you'll probably be as you fight QBD. If you're using this brew and restore method for doing lots of kills and not just a few kills, it's definitely a good idea to, the other thing, I'm going to interrupt myself here, but when that tortured soul spawns, you saw that yellow text that appeared above his head. When you see that yellow text, that's when you want to try and run through him and go to the other side, so that that black swirl that was on the ground, it'll spawn underneath where I was, and it'll hit him instead of hitting me for that 1400 damage. So now we're in the 3rd phase. Blue is where he's weak to physical attacks, so right now he's weak to my range that I'm using on him. Very good for me because it's going to make me do more damage here. Same thing that I did before, I'm going to wait for the fire to get about a block ahead of me. That was mess up. Wow. Tortoise. My tortoise is trying to kill me this run, I think. It's not necessarily super important to dodge these guys when there's only one of them, but it will just save you out on damage, so if you can avoid it, it's best to. So you just saw I got hit for 1200 there. Now this last phase, This is a good thing. I'm glad you guys can see this. This guy's saying time is short. If you don't turn around and start attacking him as soon as he starts using this ability, he can actually freeze time, and QBD will be attacking. All little spirits will be attacking you. I'd like to see these other abilities come out, so I'm just gonna stop attacking. So he's gonna take a huge breath here. This is gonna be the same fire, so same kind of concept here, where just walk through. You might get hit for 1 tick of damage, but if you find yourself getting too close to the front, this is the best camera angle I find to try and avoid the fire. So I don't want to kill you. No, stop. Okay, this is what you want to see. So you see the text pop up. Boom, I just walked under that guy. I didn't block all of them, but I got most of them blocked off. There was one or two that I didn't. Oh, I'm gonna die here. Just kidding. Psych. Ironman deeps. Too strong. I didn't get to see the hot flames. There will be something that pops up that says QBD is about to breathe extremely hot flames. What happens when that pops up is you want to try and get to not within like 2 squares to the right or 2 squares to the left of QBD. And then he won't hit you for 1750. That's what it burns for a second if you're in the middle. If you're standing on the outside of the platforms, like from here to the right and from this side to the left, you won't get hit by the hot flames for 1750. So you want to try and be in these back quadrants if you can in the last phase, either one side or the other. It depends on where that guy that was saying that time is short, when he starts casting that, if he's on that side, you'll run out to the middle of the room, probably like out to here. So it's probably just easier just to run across back over this way and start attacking him. But you'll see in the third phase, the way I situated myself was back over into this corner. You just kind of anticipate to be close to the pylon that you're going to have to tag next. So I kind of started in the middle, right next to this one, tagged that one right away. Then I was back in this back quadrant, attacking, trying to dodge the fire. It's just keep your camera angle like this. If you have to, go click on QBD and then move it again. And then as you see the fire come in, you can just, when the fire hits like right, it's coming in, when it hits about right here is when you want to click. And you don't want to click 1 space over, you want to click 2 spaces over, and he'll run through it. And then other than that, it's pretty straightforward. Wait for the text on the purple spirits. If you wait for the text, you will not mess up walking underneath them, unless if they teleport one and they just really want to try and kill you. But that's just RNG. You're gonna have to deal with that sometimes anyways. Not a great kill, 325, but I was kind of doing a guide as I was killing it too. So 200k, love that. Money in the bank. Bank the rest of that stuff, add that to my pouch. Now I'm at 32.2 or 33.2 mil. Woo! Making money on Ironman. That's my QBD guide. If you guys want to use magic, you can. Dragon Banes are what I used. It's why I killed it so efficiently. It makes it so you hit dragons a lot better. Superior Elite Void is good. You can do this in tier 70 gear if you want to, with tier 70 prayers, but you just won't get that many kills an hour. For Ironman, I would say it's probably not worth it to do unless if you have a Slayer task to come down here, or you have your tier 95 prayers with Soul Split. Once you have Soul Split, you can take a lot of your health back that you're actually dealing damage. So that's what I'd say about that. You don't necessarily have to have overloads. It's obviously going to make your kills faster, make you take less damage, but you don't have to do it to be down here. I was getting about 2-minute kill times with overloads, with a Slayer task down here. So kill times aren't actually that bad with a Royal Crossbow and Dragon Banes. But that'll be it for this guide, guys. I will talk to you guys later. Hope you enjoyed it, and like and comment below. Thanks. What's up, guys? Bob SB.